Yeah, it's a rare disease. It's a blood disease. I was born with it. It causes like internal bleeding and stuff like that. Super rare. And because of this condition, I wasn't allowed to participate in PE as a kid. I was deemed an insurance risk. Another thing that made me super popular. Everyone wants to date the kid that gets dared to be touched. You touched him? How's your hand? I'm like, seriously, Dad? Why the fuck are you here? That's rude. Go home, Dick. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to participate in PE as a kid. Every day during PE, I had to sit on the bleachers with whatever girls had their period that day. Not the best time to ask them the prom, I found. They're not in the best mood. Yep. You know, I did learn some lessons being on those bleachers every day. With the bloody dozen. That's what I call them. They didn't like it. Not one showed up for the yearbook photo. So it's just me going. Just wore a white shirt with a red dot on it. I'm like, fuck, this guy's into Japan. Hardcore. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but I learned lessons being on those bleachers. You know, I learned about love. I met the first love of my life on those bleachers. Her name was Natalie. She was beautiful. We had one of those will they, won't they kind of relationships that kids have, you know? Like, we're basically the Ross and Rachel of fourth period. Pretty intense shit. But yeah, we had just one of those, like, will they, won't they kind of relationships. Our timing was always off, was the problem, you know? Like, every time I was single, she was a lesbian. Yeah. And then every time she was single, she was, you know, making out with my sister, kid stuff. Oh, Natalie. Yep. Another thing I learned being on those bleachers every day is start to understand what my mom would go through once a month. You know, because I grew up in a very strict Catholic household. We didn't talk about that kind of stuff. I was taught most things were going to send me to hell. You know, confidence, sunshine, democracy, all that shit. So we didn't talk about that stuff. You know, I didn't understand it. Once a month, my dad would just be like, fuck that, lock himself in the attic. I'd be like, what'd mommy do? I'd be like, that bitch ain't mommy, that's Satan. What'd Satan do? I don't understand. I felt bad for her, you know, that she was going through that alone. Decided I wanted to be there for her, you know. I put on my white shirt with the red dot. It's my uniform.
My uniform.
Became her little period pal. I just follow her around the house with Dove, Chocolate, and Tanyo Steele novels. Just agree with whatever she said. I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. You work just as hard as he does. Screw him, Mommy. Let's go watch a Julia Roberts movie. Get some runaway bride up in this bitch. Because it's you and me, Mommy. It's you and me forever. I'll never forget what she said to me. She looked at me and she was like, I think I'm a lesbian. I was like, oh shit! Oh, you too? Someone go tell Dad in the attic. Yeah, super rare condition, guys. You can kind of see people in the front row, kind of see my finger there. The bump on the end of it kind of looks like a hot dog left in the microwave too long. Yeah, that's right, ladies. God damn it. You know what? That's going in the box with the word sniz. I just turned every female in here to a lesbian.